next year, I decided to come to University of Tennessee. Came up and enrolled, and so the first day at UT, Buster and Key and Larry Moss and I decided we'd skip the first day's classes. We'd go down to the quarterback. We'd drink a few beers. After I went back and sort of passed out, laid down in my room, woke up and there was a little note there beside my bed. It says, "Dear Jelly," says, "we've gone to join the Marines." It says, "Get our $50 back from the registrar." $50 is what it cost to go to school then. So I jumped up and I ran over to Jim Edler's room right quick and told Jim, I said, "Jim, we've got to do something about Buster and Larry. They've gone to join the Marines in Nashville." And back then you had to get on a bus, ride a bus 6 or 7 hours to Nashville around Highway 70 and stopping in Cookville and Monterey and Crossville and everywhere. But unbeknown to us, they'd got a pint of whiskey apiece and stuck it in their inside pocket, had them a straw, and they'd sipped on that whiskey, you know. So Jim called Mr. Moss, told him to meet them at the bus at Nashville, so he did. Got down there, they got off the bus, and Larry, they were both drunk out of their mind. And Larry said, "Hey, Buster," said, "see that son of a bitch standing over there?" Said, "He looks familiar to me." And it was Larry's daddy, and so Larry's daddy said, "Yes, son, I am familiar. I'm your daddy. Get over here and let's get back to Carthage." So took him back to Carthage, made him take a shower, and fed him some breakfast, took him over on the highway, made him hitchhike back to Knoxville. So that was my first day at UT. Well, then another time we were coming back, and so Larry said, "Jelly," said, "did you ever try any of that Country Club malt liquor? It's real mild." Well, Country Club malt liquor was in these little cans, you know, about that big. You didn't think too much about it. So we stopped and cooked and got a case. So we sat there, and Larry and I were drinking that stuff just as fast as we could pour it down. So I don't even remember getting back to Knoxville. But anyway, they told me they had a room. I didn't have a room. I didn't have a place to stay when I got back to Knoxville. So I woke up the next morning, and when I stretched, you know, the next morning, I couldn't move. I was paralyzed. I was completely paralyzed. I couldn't move. And I thought, by God, I'm dead. You know, I don't know what's wrong with me. And Moss and they had rolled me up in the rug on the floor to keep me from freezing to death. I wasn't paralyzed at all. I was rolled up in the rug. So I had 2 of my drinking binges that I went on, which I am sorry I did, but I did. I was a kid and didn't know any better. My buddies, old Buster Key, Buster never had a date with anybody. So it was in the spring, and there was a football game, and we decided we'd get Buster a blind date. So we got him a blind date with a pretty nice young lady. And so he came by Jim Evans' apartment where we always met before we go into the ball game. Buster's hair is always just like this, you know. So Buster, go in there and put some Vitalis on your hair and comb your hair down where it looks okay. So he went in there and slicked his hair all down, combed it back, looked pretty good. Went to the ball game. There's one over, we were sitting on C-section, and sun shining on us, and little cloud came up and started sprinkling rain and everything. Well, Buster started scratching his head, you know, like this and everything. His head started bubbling up, and hell, he hadn't put Vitalis on his hair. He'd put shampoo on his hair. And the shampoo, the more he'd scratch it, of course, the more it would bubble up. And in a minute, these bubbles started floating off down in front of us like that, you know. And we all started acting, God, we couldn't believe it. We was all about to die. And everybody saw it except the girl with Buster. And we were all just dying laughing, you know. And of course, Buster didn't realize what was going on. And so finally this girl, she turned around and looked at Buster and saw his head. She got up and left. I swear, we never saw that girl again on the UT campus. After that, my first quarter at UT, I was brilliant. I took 12 hours, had 4 hours of organic chemistry and failed it. Next quarter, I took 15 hours and made about a 2.5 or something. I passed everything, got through it. Then finally, in my third quarter, I don't know why, I took 22 hours and made a 3.6. And then I came home on June the 2nd, 1953. And Daddy's had 3 tenant farmers that had gotten mad at him, and they had left. And Daddy said, "You're going to have to put the whole crop in." And then when come time for school to start next year, Daddy said, well, you can't go back to school. I ain't got anybody to get the crops in. So I said, well, I'll stay here a quarter and get the crops in. Well, that quarter ended up being 70 years, or however how long it's been. Of course, I never did go back to school. I look at it now. If I'd gotten an education, I don't know if I'd done much better than what I did, any better than I did in the insurance. I was lucky. I was always good at talking,